Thank you guys very much for coming out for our Easter service today. And if this is your first time to Sacred Space, we are not a traditional Christian church, so today's service will be just a little bit different than your traditional Easter service. I hope everybody's okay with that. Just want to take a moment and just go ahead and get ourselves centered. I want to invite ourselves, our true selves, into this room, because we are all the divine, we are all perfect, and we are all beautiful. I am so grateful to have today, to have the opportunity to be here with all of my family, with all of my brothers and my sisters on this beautiful Sunday morning. As we celebrate, winter has died off and spring is coming forward. All the new life can happen. New spiritual life can grow. New family time, new adventures. But today is about breaking down barriers. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing us all together, for bringing us into this place where we can have community in our hearts, where we are all equal, we are all love, we are all limitless. This life is full of possibilities. Thank you for giving your blessings to us throughout the week. Thank you for allowing us to be grateful, for allowing us to have this human experience, the good and the bad, and the tears and the laughter, all of it. Thank you. I hope everybody had the opportunity to get a stone from the back, and if you haven't got your chance to get a stone and something to write on, go ahead and grab that. Today's message is rolling away your stone. And you know, this I did a lot of prayer and meditation on this, on what exactly that meant to me. And you know, I've noticed whenever people get up here and they do a speaking, gosh, I'm sounding so awesome right now. When I do a lot of public speaking elsewhere, but this is, of course, my first time here at Sacred Space. But you know, I notice people always like to start off with a quote for something. So I figured what would be, appropriate for today was a quote from The Temptations, the song "Papa Was a Rolling Stone," because this stands true for my life and what we're going to be talking about later. And it's part of the first verse, and it says, "Hey, Mama, is it true that what they say that Papa never worked a day in his life? And Mama, they talk all around town, say that Papa had three outside children and another wife, and that ain't right. Heard them talking about Papa doing some storefront preaching, talking about saving your souls, and all the time weak, dealing in death and stealing in the name of the Lord. And Mama just hung her head and said, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid, his hat was his home, and when he died, all he left was us alone." I'm a father. I've got kids, and I'll tell you, in my personal life, that is not what I want my children to ever say about me, is that I was a rolling stone. So today I want to talk about rolling away your stone. You know, and this is not about judgment. You do whatever you choose to do with your life. That's up to you and yourself and your understanding with divine. This is about, those stones that keep us there, And this is Easter Sunday, and this message is about being stuck in the tomb. And we look at the metaphorical side of being in the tomb and being in darkness. And I want to invite all of you here with me for just a moment to go into this tomb, into this place of darkness. And in here, for me, what this place of darkness is like this right here. Jeremy, your stats don't look very good at work this month. What would you know? Jeremy, the statistics, these are numbers, these don't lie. Well, I did my best. These people, they don't think I'm good enough. Oh, poor me. Hate this job. Jeremy, could you take out the trash? God, I worked so hard at my job all day long, and now I have to come home and work too. Jeremy, I need you to help with the children. I need to go take a shower. I've got to stop the work that I'm doing. Nobody takes me for granted. Poor me. And I work myself up in here. This guy, honk. I didn't even see the light turned green yet. What are you doing? These people, how dare they judge me? How dare that my boss tell me that my stats aren't good enough? Doesn't he know that I am the divine? I know that he's the divine. He should know that I'm the divine too. Doesn't my wife know that I'm the divine? I know that she is. Don't my kids yell at me. Don't they know that I'm the divine? Go to your room. Go to the room, divine. Stop running through sacred space, divine. This is where I'm at with myself in my own personal life. Recently, the other day, I had to reevaluate the way that I work with my children. Here I am. I'm up here, a microphone in my hand, sharing a message to you guys, and sometimes I feel like I feel that, I want to point that out there because we're fixing to get into the truth of it. I feel like I am not worthy to be up here. So where does that feeling come from first? That's my ego, one, telling me that I'm not worthy to be up here because I'm attaching ego to holding this microphone. This is not special, you guys. This is not a place of entitlement. This is not a pedestal. This is nowhere cool to be on, honestly. If you look at my hands, my microphone is shaking right now. It is a very nervous place to be at. And, doing other service work, being part of the church band, being on the board of directors, doing anything that you do here does not make you a special person. Honestly, board of directors, we just basically clean the toilet. That's it. It's not a place of entitlement. I've said before, I in my personal spirituality, I have had a spiritual experience with my ancient ancestor who I speak with. But this does not make me a yogi. This does not make me a guru. This does not make me a minister. This does not make me a healer. It does not give me any sort of title whatsoever. I'm a human. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience just like the rest of you. But I get in this attitude sometimes where don't they know that I'm the divine? And so I get what I like to call butt hurt. My booty hurts because life just gives me a little spanking. And it puts me in my place because my ego doesn't like it. And then I decide I'm going to sit in my tomb. Safe in here. I'm going to put my rock up. Now nobody can get to me. Because this world is scary. And I would rather sometimes be in this little pit of darkness where I can't experience life than be out experiencing life. I think about the story Patricia shares about Shriyam and up in the Himalayas with his master not wanting to go back to the city. But we all live in a city, and city life is hard. And whenever you're getting cursed at, honked at, people yelling at you, sometimes it can be extremely hard to remember that you are the divine. And remember that the divine is really about love. And to not have words like, don't they know I'm the divine? Don't you know you are the divine? Because if I did, then I wouldn't be talking like that. I would understand that, I am the divine just as much as you are the divine. And me simply being the divine does not put me on a higher level. It honestly puts me at the equal level with everyone else. That is the true understanding of divinity, is understanding you're not greater. You're definitely not less than. We're all perfect and all okay. But here I go. I sit in my little tomb, dead in here. This is Easter Sunday. The typical, everyone else is talking about the resurrection. And inside this tomb, well, that's cool. We can talk about that too. Inside this tomb is death. It's life waiting to happen. And I spiritually put myself inside of a tomb. I get angry at people, and I get stuck in scripts of what I have to do. Well, I've seen on TV that whenever a man gets mad at his wife, he's supposed to yell at her. I've seen my parents fight, and whenever the man gets mad at the wife, he yells at her. So whenever I get mad at my wife, I must do the same thing. It's not very original. I'm a unique, beautiful butterfly. Unique. I am special. Why am I acting so unoriginal? Why can't I choose my own path, my own existence in life? I don't have to yell at my wife. I don't have to get my feelings hurt about things. So if I don't have to get, react out of anger, I'm not going to say I don't have to get angry, because anger is a human emotion. Human emotions are completely okay. You have them. That's how you were made. That's how you were born. That's the way the chemicals in your brain work. But whenever it comes to how you react, you do not have to react the way that you think you have to react. You've been programmed. Sorry, you have. Life has told you, your parents told you. I did it to my kids. Told them they had to act a certain way. I told them they had to not run through sacred space, not yell in the store, not scream in the store, not sing in the store, not want to run through the clothing rack. Why? Why do I tell them not to do that stuff? What does it matter? Who is it hurting? My child going in and out of the clothing rack. But as a parent, I get insecure. Oh God, these people are going to judge me. What if that person thinks I'm a bad parent? What if that person thinks I'm a bad parent? Their opinion's none of my business. What they think about me does not affect my life, and it does not have to. My opinion matters to me. What I think of you doesn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you. The only thing that should matter to you is to know that I love you. And if I love you completely, then I will truly show you love. Actions speak louder than words. You can say I love you all day long and not ever mean it. I can wear a cross or a mala. I can wear the outfit and still roll my window down and extend my middle finger at somebody for honking a horn. My car has a horn. Maybe he just honked his horn because somebody else honked at him and he got stuck into scripts. I can be a dead fish and go with the flow of the water, and I can honk my horn too, and I can stick my hand out and flip the man the bird and say some choice words to him and send negative energy his direction. Does that do anything in his life at all? Maybe. But what does it do in my life? Puts me right back here in my little dome. Put that stone in front of me. Because I forgot for one quick moment there that I was the divine. I was sitting with Patricia in my one-on-one session whenever I started the ministry program. And, I don't talk too much about my story and my childhood because it doesn't matter. But there is one part that I want to share with you because it helped me understand forgiveness. My tailbone inside of me is pointed up and inside like that right there. It is not pointed down how it should be. And it's due to sexual abuse from the time I was 3 till I was 10. I am physically forever stuck with a reminder of that. I was sitting in my one-on-ones and I asked Patricia, I said, this man that raped me as a child, is he the divine? And I love her as my teacher because of what she said to me. She said, yes. How is he the divine? This man that hurt me, this man that did this and that, and I got all bent out of shape for just a second. And she said to me, she said, if he knew that he was, would he have done the things that he did? I said, no, but, and she says, well, but if he knew that he was, simply not knowing doesn't make one not the divine. So if this man that hurt me as a child knew that he was the divine, I know that he is the divine. I know that he doesn't realize it. And that's okay. I'm not saying that his actions were all right. I'm not justifying any of that. That's a completely different story. I'm talking about spirituality right now. We're not talking about outside the human experience part. We're talking about the spiritual experience. And on a spiritual aspect, that's okay. That's okay. I can forgive that man. I really can. And what's funny is this does not pave the way for you to just act like a complete turd. Because the key thing to remember there is if he knew that he was the divine, and unfortunately I've already told all of y'all that y'all are the divine, so the gig's up there. You can't use that as an excuse for anything. So just understand that aspect of it. So whenever it comes time to roll away these stones, these barriers that break us down. I started coming to Sacred Space. My child's mother and I split up, went through a really hard time in my life last year, and I came here and I got so much love. And this love that I got, it fueled me. It made me build, okay? But I got something that I need to be honest with you guys. There's something about love. And I want to share something with you from a book. It's called The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And it's on love. And it says, "For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you. Even as he is for your growth, so is he for your pruning. Even as he ascends to your height and caresses your tenderest branches that quiver in the sun, so shall he descend to your roots and shake them and their clinging earth." It goes on to talk about love. And what it says about love is, you would be safest, honestly, safest. And I'm not going to lie to you. You would be safest sitting right here in this tomb. With that rock in front of you, no monsters can get in. The wolves can't come in here. You're fine. You won't run into anybody else. And you can live your life 100% perfectly peaceful or whatever you want right here inside of this tomb if you'd like to. And you don't ever have to come out, okay? But I'll tell you why I want to come out of the tomb. There's no laughter in there, okay? There's no joy. There's no love. There's no happiness. There's also there's no tears in that tomb either. Okay, but out here in the real world, there is going to be tears. We practice love here at Sacred Space, but I notice that even though I have love in my heart, I still hurt sometimes, because that's part of the human experience. It's part of it to feel that pain, growing pains as we call it, especially whenever it comes to love. Love with your spouse, love with your friends, love with your community. Love with your boss, love with your job. You may love your job today. I love it. I got my paycheck. I feel good. Going shopping. 3 days later when I'm broke, God, don't got no money. I hate this job. I can love it whenever I can physically see the cash in my hand. But I still need that job. But in the truth, I do love being able to provide for my family. I love being able to pay the bills. That's the honest aspect of it all. But I go through times where I hurt. So even as love makes me feel so good inside, there's going to be times when, because of the things that I love, that I may feel human experiences. And guess what? That's okay. There's going to be times whenever you're going to get mad about something. And that's okay. You're going to cry. That's okay. You may feel all bent out of shape inside. And that is okay. We're perfect, but there's a difference in that definition of perfection. See, I am completely perfect in who I am. I am not flawed. There is nothing wrong with me. My health problems are still perfect. If I have to take a medication for something, I'm still perfect, because I am perfect. My behavior sometimes my behavior does not fit the Webster's dictionary of perfect. I can sometimes be a turd. I can be rude to somebody at a restaurant for bringing my order a little bit wrong. Can get upset at the 19-year-old kid working the customer service manager position at the Walmart over on Lancaster because he said he was going to do something for me just this one time. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Doesn't he know I'm the divine? If he did, he wouldn't do it for me just this one time. How dare he extend the no receipt return policy for me just this one time. Should do it every time. My ego, sometimes I can blow it up and out just so large because I get connected to my divinity. That's not whenever you're connected to your divinity, though. For me, Whenever I'm truly connected to my divinity, again, I see the level playing field where everybody is the divine. Not one divine higher than the other divine. There's not a hierarchy of divinity here. We are all equal. No one's better than anyone. Rebecca, I love you. You're the pianist here, and you're the music director, and I'm underneath you. But I know, and I love talking to you because I love how equal we are and how you practice that whenever you look me right in the eyes. And Patricia, whenever Patricia talks to me, and Terry and all these other people that I look to, and Debbie, whenever you hug me and you look me right in the eyes. Even though I came in here with a tattooed face and ripped up jeans and smelling like tequila. Saturday night drinking, missing my children missing my daughter because she's with her mom, and me feeling so lonely and all by myself, sitting in my little tomb with my bottle of tequila, which happens to be a tomb in a basement, which is where my bedroom's at. So it's a perfect situation. What's awesome is I can't tell you the exact moment whenever my life switched from. I've had one beer with in a while back, and you can drink beer. Please understand, I'm not judging on anyone, but my priority for my life on the way that I party and the way that I do things is I used to drink right across the street here at Scoreboard on every Sunday. I'd be there from 1 to 5. That was before Sacred Space. It's funny how the universe had already guided me to this neighborhood right here by giving the gentleman over there the idea to make beers only $1 on Sunday, and knowing that I am extremely cheap, that I didn't want to spend $5 on a beer. But that made the transition easy for me, and I think it's a funny situation. But where my life was playing in my band and partying and drinking every single weekend, now my weekends are with my family. My weekends are with my children. My weekends are with my wife. My weekends are here at Sacred Space. It took no one telling me to do that. That's the beauty of this, because no one ever told me, and I'm not telling you to do that. You do whatever you want with your life. It's yours. You are the divine. You be happy however you are happy, as long as you're not out there hurting nobody else. And if you are, honestly, the universe doesn't really care. That's between you and the universe, and you and your understanding of the divinity. That's not up to us, okay? But for me, my priorities changed to where I wanted to spend more time in spirituality, more time with my spiritual family, more time with community. And no one ever told me that I had to, and that's the beauty of it. Because you are perfect. And even whenever I was drinking my tequila on Saturday night and coming here smelling like tequila on Sunday morning, I was perfect. Because that is exactly who I needed to be in my life. Now here's one that might blow you for a loop. So if I'm perfect today, and if I was perfect then, let's turn back time 10 years ago to whenever I had a pistol in my waistband every day. Whenever I was running around being a member of street gangs. I was perfect then. How was I perfect then? Because I was experiencing life. I was going through life experiences. So if you have children, if you have a spouse, if you have a brother or sister, if you have anyone that you think isn't perfect because of the way that they're living their life, stop. You're perfect right now with the way that you are, and so are they. So am I. But back to our tome. Because see, if we can forgive everybody else, this is the hardest one. Jeremy, it's okay that you got angry. Jeremy, it's okay that you did that. Jeremy, I forgive you. Jeremy, this is yourself talking to you. Jeremy, I love you. Jeremy, you are perfect. See, we can forgive other people sometimes, but we seem to hold it on to ourselves. And I dwell on it, and I get stuck in it, and then I get guilty. And I think that that other person must still be mad at me, because really I'm mad at myself. My boss must still be breathing down my neck. My boss forgot about it 3 months ago. Whenever you can look in the mirror, and I want you all to go home today, and I want you to try this. Even if you think you already can, I want you to go home, and I want you to look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to look at how beautiful you are. I want you to look into your eyes, and I want you to see the beauty. And I want you to say to yourself, hey there, how you doing? You're looking good. I'd like to spend the day with you. Do you think that's okay? We could be best friends. We could hang out together. I'll tell you jokes. I'll make you laugh. I'll spiritually kiss you. I will hug you. I will hold your hand. That's your real self inside. That is the real, unique, beautiful you. And it's in there. Sometimes you forget about it. I forget when I'm driving my car, when somebody else honks their horn at me. I forget that I'm perfect, and I start going into the scripting of life that tells me I have to sit in my tome. I can forgive myself. I can come out of my tome. But you know what? While I was in my tome, I was a big jerk. Did a lot of things to hurt my family. Still do sometimes. So guess what? You guys remember doubting Thomas? It is Easter Sunday. There's going to be people that doubt whenever you've decided to make a change. It's going to happen. Just because I decided to live a spiritual life did not make the tattoos on my face disappear. It didn't. So while I feel like I am projecting this beautiful, spiritual, enlightened person, I wear my mala, got my dreadlocks, get my clothes from the Indian store, looking so good. People will sometimes be skeptical, and they will see something else, and that's okay. Just think about it. While I was in that tome, I was a big jerk. And I said a lot of stinky things. So whenever you're fighting with your wife, fighting with your husband, and whenever you come back to show love, come back in the situation, if they don't accept it right off, that's okay. That's their side of the street. That's not my side. My side of the street is the side of the street that I can keep clean. I can't go over there and sweep their side for them. I can't make them love me. I can love myself. I can truly love myself. And then they will eventually see it. Sometimes I assume that just because I have found enlightenment that other people see that, or that other people have found enlightenment as well. I see the answer to this math problem now. It's that simple. Then why is math such a scary subject for so many people? You know, why if it was so simple, then why did I fall into that funk in the first place? So I come out of my tomb, and here I am, and people doubt me. But you still got to continue going on. You still got to be shining love and show through that love that you know that you are. Because guess what? Their opinion about you doesn't matter. As long as your side of the street is clean, your side of the street's clean. And they will eventually see that. But you got to make sure that you see your side of the street. You got to clean up for yourself. I have to clean up for myself. I have to make sure that I understand that I am responsible for the way that I react when I'm angry. And while I'm perfect, and while it is okay, being mindful with my food, try to be mindful with my exercise and the way that I live my life. Try not to suck in too many poisonous chemicals. These are, I'm already mindful in other ways. Why can't I be mindful in this way too? It really is that simple. I'm gonna go ahead and, Rebecca, you want to come on up here? At this time, I want you guys to go ahead and get that rock out that you have.
What? Oh, they're right there.
Okay,
in the basket.
Cool. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. You have actually been a huge inspiration to me in my life. I want you to know that. You sang a song here last summer, and you touched me in so many ways that day. And I do love you. So I want to invite everybody to kind of understand how to get out of this tomb. We need to go back into it for a moment, okay? So I want you to get your rocks. Let's get a rock in our hand and get your pen to write with. And I want you to close your eyes for just a moment with me. And let's go ahead and get comfortable. And we're in that black room, and honestly, it's not a fun place to be in here, but let's just get in there for a minute. It's easy to see and hear the problems that have been stressing us out. It's easy to see the things that have been plaguing us. But now let's look at the barriers that we put up. Let's look at the things that we need to forgive with ourselves. On this rock, I want you to focus, because in just a moment you're going to write down something that you want to let go. And then we're going to invite everybody one row at a time to come up here, and you're going to throw your rock in the water and you're going to let go. And then, since it's Easter, we have some nice eggs here as well. I imagine I'm laying in this tomb, and there's the fight with my spouse, there's the fight with my relatives, there's the stats from work, and they're all just floating around, and there's all that guilt and that self-pity and that poor me. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say to myself, Jeremy, I love you. And now that rock is rolling away, and I can see the sunshine coming through. And boy, it's a beautiful day. Winter is gone and spring is here. The white clouds float by in the sky, and a beam of sunshine shoots right down into the hole of that cave. It's so inviting. I don't want to stay in this hole. I want to laugh. I want to feel life's joy. I want to feel feelings. I want to enjoy this human experience. So I invite you to come with me now, and let's roll this stone away, and let's step out. Let's step out of that cave. Let's find that joy and that satisfaction. Let's be that person who we wanted to be when we were just 5 years old, when the world was so bright and full. Today, I'm letting go of self-pity. I'm letting go of self-doubt. And I'm forgiving myself for all those things that I've said, all those things that I've done. I'm going to forgive myself, because I don't need to hold on to it anymore. Jeremy, I love you. Go ahead if you want to open up your eyes, and whenever you're ready, and write down on your rock what it is today that you want to let go of. What did you put there to hold you back? You were perfect. You were so strong. This rock, it may feel like it's a mountain, but really this burden in front of you, it's no larger than that rock in your hand. And it truly is just as simple as writing something down on a rock and then saying, I love you, Jeremy. You don't have to say Jeremy, but you get what I'm saying. I love you. You are perfect. Every mistake you made in life, you did that for a reason, and it's okay. You are here today, and you are so much smarter because of all those mistakes you made. Think of all those people you're going to be able to help because of those mistakes. All that pain you felt in life, that's okay. Everybody hurts sometimes. But think about all those people that you're going to be able to help because you felt that pain. See, because you survived through it. You made it. Now you can hold somebody else's hand as they're going through, and maybe it won't be so rough on them. I want to start off one row at a time and just start with Devi and invite you to come up here and throw your stone into the pool of water. And then just go ahead and grab yourself an egg. Come on. And y'all can go ahead and start making a line behind. There we go. Oh, it's fun. It's baptism. I'm letting go of guilt. I'm going to let go of that feeling that makes me feel bad about being who I am. I'm going to let go of those words from my parents telling me that I had to be this certain somebody in life. I'm going to let go of those words from my college professors telling me that I'd never make it with long hair and tattoos. Universe, we're so grateful that you've given us the opportunity to come together today. We are so grateful that you have allowed us the opportunity to have a visual interpretation of the things that we are going to let go as these seasons change, as we celebrate spring and the new life. We celebrate growth. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this beautiful, beautiful visual representation. Inside of the other egg is a gift in there for you. Inside of the egg, sorry, is a gift for you. You can go ahead and open it. It's a rock. And candy. So as you have given something up today, something that was holding you back, something that you placed there, you are now, as if you look in this pool, actually, this water's cleaning all of that ink off there already. So your secret's safe, by the way. But as you've given something up and you've rolled your stone away today, you've also been given something of love and a symbol to remind you that this is a community. We are all here for each other. We all love each other. You know, with any large community, there will be times whenever 2 community members may squabble. 3, 4 community members may squabble. But that does not stop the greater good of it all. We still remember that we love everyone equally, and everyone is always welcome at Sacred Space. You're welcome. I'm welcome, because guess what? I love you, Jeremy, and I love you, Sacred Space. We have our music team. Are you all coming up here? Thank you all very much for letting me bring the message today, and we're fixing to. Thank you, but I really only just fed off of y'all's energy, so clap. So it was really just y'all. But we're going to go ahead and get this ready to close out with our Alleluia. So if you want to stand up with us. Yeah, Lynn, yes?
Before you start, I would like to personally thank everybody that was involved.
Yes.
There's so much love, so much work, and so much love in this. It's a precious gift. Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
Victoria made the majority of the rocks this time.
Victoria.
All right, so if everybody wants to go ahead and stand up with us, we're going to do Alleluia, and dancing is completely okay and encouraged. Spirit, we thank you very much again for this wonderful opportunity for all of us to come together and practice direct practice of love, direct practice of forgiving ourselves, and direct practice of understanding that we are perfect. We are beautiful, unique butterflies. We are all the divine. Now, in our most awesome manner of closing, let's go ahead and do it. On 3, ready? Oh my God,
I love myself.
Oh, that wasn't really on 3, so let's do it one more time just for fun. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, I love myself.
I love you. Thank you, guys. Let's have some community time.